Okay, this is your homework help video for Unit 11, Objective 3. We are going to do 4 problems, numbers 2, 8, 14, and 26. Okay, so numbers 2, 8, and 14, we are asked to take the derivative. Okay, so as we looked at in our notes video, taking the derivative, we do want to make sure that we can see our power rule form. Thankfully, number 2 already is power rule. And so we're good to go. Okay, so what is your in that first term on number 2? Okay, your in is 2. And so we're going to bring that in down in front. The x stays, and my new exponent becomes in, which is 2 minus 1. Okay, in my second term, what is that in? Okay, well that in is 1. And so that in is going to come down in front, 1, x, and my new exponent is in minus 1, or 1 minus 1. And then your last term is a constant, a reminder that the derivative of a constant is 0. So the 5 simply going away. And so my derivative is 8x to the 2 minus 1, which is just 1, minus 3 times 1, which is just 3. Okay? Okay, number 8. We are not quite in power rule form for this one, so we do need to do a little bit of rewriting. Okay, so this x in the denominator of number 8 would become x to the negative 1. The x squared would become x to the negative 2. And the x cubed would become x to the negative 3. So now we can see our power rule form x to the n, and we can apply our power rule to it. Okay, so derivative. We have in the first term is negative 1, so we're bringing that negative 1 down in front, and our exponent becomes negative 1 minus 1. In the second term, our n is negative 2, and so we're going to bring that negative 2 down in front. Our exponent is going to become negative 2 minus 1. And in our last term, our n is negative 3, so that negative 3 is going to come down in front, and our exponent is going to become negative 3 minus 1. Okay, so our derivative then is negative 7 halves x to the negative 2 minus 6 x to the negative 3 minus 12 fifths x to the negative 4. Okay, next up we have number 14. Number 14, we have to split the fraction on this one to get it into our power rule form. Okay, so this is 4x cubed over 2x minus x squared over 2x plus 2x over 2x, which is 2x squared minus x over 2 plus 1. Or 2x squared minus 1 half x plus 1, whichever one you prefer, right? Okay? And so then applying our power rule to it, we have our first term. Our n is 2, so that 2 is going to come down in front, and our exponent is going to become n minus 1. And our second term, our n is 1, and so that 1 is going to come down in front, and our exponent is going to become n minus 1. And the back, that's a constant, and so its derivative is 0. And so our derivative is 4x, or 4x to the first if you prefer, minus 1 half. Okay, and then the last one, number 26. Now, in your homework, numbers 19 through 24 ask you to find the slope of the line tangent. And so I'm not doing one of those only because number 26, you have to do what numbers 19 through 24 do already. You have to do that in number 26 as well as one additional step. So in practicing number 6 and checking that, you've also technically checked numbers 19 through 24. And I'll make sure to highlight as we walk through number 26 which part of number 26 is what 19 and 24 are doing. Okay? So number 26, they ask us to find the equation of the line tangent. So this is from our notes, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set this up. My x1 is given, yay. My x, so minus my x1 minus negative 6 is plus 6. Okay, first up, I need to figure out what is my y1. Okay, so if I take negative 6 and plug it in, what does my y1 equal? Well, it would be negative 6 squared, which is 36, minus 4 times negative 6, or plus 24, plus 4. Okay, well, 36 plus 24 plus 4 is 40 plus 24, or 64. Okay, and then the last thing we need is the slope. Okay, so this step here is what 19 through 24 are doing. What we are about to do is what 19 and 24 are asking you to do. Okay, which is find the slope. Well, slope of the tangent line, remember, is the derivative. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the derivative of our function. First term, my n is 2, so the 2 comes down in front. My new exponent, n minus 1. Second term, my n is 1, so the 1 comes down in front. Exponent, n minus 1. And last term's a constant. Derivative of a constant is 0. And so my derivative is 2x minus 4. So the slope at x equals negative 6 is that derivative with negative 6 plugged in. 2 times negative 6 is negative 12, minus 4 is negative 16.